guys, well, back here next day I realized that I kind of just ripped through that cab swap and the body swap. I didn't really explain much. I just hammer down. But anyways, I'll go through this and we'll go through what all I need to do to actually mount the body and what I have yet to do. There's a lot to do still. Alright, first thing you're going to notice is that none of the body mounts line up. Not even close. These Mazda ones kind of look actually really crappy now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, what I might have to do is cut these Toyota mounts off, move them, and that'll also push them outwards because the frame is angled right there. For the rear ones, that's actually pretty close. I can actually probably work with that. My Toyota mount's in way better shape than that Mazda one, so I might end up cutting this off, moving it forwards, and then just getting a body lift. So I definitely need a body lift for this thing because it's going to make exhaust, like I said, exhaust a lot easier to run. So yeah, I'll move this guy forwards, and yeah, that's about an inch difference. I'll check the other side just in case the cab isn't lined up square. But for the front, I'm going to end up probably chopping out this whole section here and building something to replace it, and then utilize the Toyota mount somehow. Yeah, see, this side's almost lined up, so the cab isn't sitting square. That's not a big deal though. It's definitely shifted over towards the driver's side. But yeah, I gotta get rid of these Mazda mounts. Oh jeez. And this is why I need to get rid of the Mazda mounts. They're just freaking rotten. I'm actually very surprised at how bad they are, because the body is just so freaking mint. There's a couple of little areas like here, and that's already been patched a little bit on the back of the cab there, but other than that, it's freaking mint. Like, it's solid. And I did get very busy yesterday after I moved the frame and then brought the crane truck back. I went full potato and I just stripped everything off it. The rear diff was a lot of fun to get out. Actually really wasn't that bad. All the bolts came out. I unbolted all the leaf spring mounts. Everything came out real nice. I unbolted the U-bolts, unbolted the shocks, just everything came apart without cutting. When I was trying to get the passenger side leaf spring out, I was using my pry bar to push down on it and trying to twist it out of the way, and pry bar slipped and I smashed my thumb and my finger into what was it, the bumper right there. That was not a good time, not at all. But yeah, I want to cut the hitch and stuff off it, and then I got two bolts on the trans mount, and then this the engine trans T-case can come out. I got the drive shafts pulled, everything's friggin' ready to go. My buddy Sean, you guys know Sean, send it Sean. One of his co-workers, he moved shops. He's working out at our other store. One of his co-workers has a whole bunch of these trucks, whole bunch of them, but they're all two-wheel drive. So I want to see if he wants this, the front frame half. If he does, I'll just cut it off somewhere, and then he can just take that part and the rear diff because it matches. And maybe we'll build him a sweet 4x4 truck, because he doesn't want a 4x4 truck. But yeah, I'm freaking pumped. I think on Thursday we're going to rip out to the junkyard and grab the engine that I did all that work on the Broncos for. So, oh, triple square. I gotta remember to bring my triple square sockets so we can pull the drive shafts off of the Volkswagen Trans, because they use weird size stuff. German engineering. Engines are great, but I don't know. I don't know about the rest of it. So I got the leaf springs and the shocks. What I might end up doing is I might use those shocks just for now on the rear. I still got to triangulate my shocks. Show you guys how I want to do this. On all my rear diff setups, I always go from here up into the middle, and then from there up into the middle, and it triangulates them. It gives me the most flex, and it doesn't help at all with axle wrap, but it doesn't bind up when you're flexing out hard like how it usually does when you got the shocks front and back. So that's how I like to run my shocks. I run them straight over the diff, angled towards the middle. And then I'm going to be taking probably one of these leaf springs, maybe the mainspring, maybe I'll cut it and put it in the rear because the frame is not sitting level. Granted, the engine and trans aren't in it, but she's still not sitting level, and I don't know. I don't think there's enough springs in the back. I want this thing to flex like crazy, but I also want it to be able to fit the tires that I am going with. No spoilers, not yet. I did take the rims and tires to work and broke them down, so I'll hopefully in a couple of days I'll have the tires, and then freaking gonna be awesome. I can't wait. But for the box, oh excuse me, I gotta build some lift mounts for the box, and then I gotta figure out what to do about the front one, because you can see right there it doesn't line up at all. Looks like it's, where is it? I'm looking at the viewfinder all weird. Oh, there it is. There to there. Like that's gotta be 4 inches out, 5 inches out. So I'll have to figure that out. I don't know. Maybe I'll cut this mount off and move it forwards. Just seems like a lot of work. But I don't know. It needs to be done. And then for that rear one, that's not a big deal. I can just drill a hole in the frame underneath where the bolt would line up. But yeah, I'm so freaking excited. You guys have no idea. I've been waiting to do this for a long time. It's gonna be great to drive this thing. So, list of things I need to do. I need to pull that Volkswagen engine out of the parts car. I need to put my injection pump on it, get it running. Apparently all that's wrong with that engine is it needs an injection pump. Oh, mosquitoes are out. I missed them. And then I need to drop it into here, build motor mounts. I should have the mounts still off of the 3 liter. I think I put them in my keeps pile. Once I get the engine mounted, no, actually I should probably do the trans. You know, I might just do it all in one. I might take, disconnect the engine and trans, the mock-up engine, mount my flywheel and all that stuff, the clutch to the Volkswagen diesel, and then drop it in, see where the sticks line up, because I want to keep the sticks in the same spot. I don't want to cut up the floor if I don't have to. Then I'll have to build a custom trans mount, custom engine mounts depending on where they line up. Power steering, I gotta modify this because that ain't gonna work. Oh jeez, I didn't know that came right apart. But yeah, too short, but I do have the Toyota one, so that's pretty good. I gotta run fuel lines, brake lines, run a new clutch. Oh, did that pop out? Huh. I don't know where the rest of the clutch or the clutch sleeve cylinder went. The whole tip and everything's missing. I don't see it on the ground anywhere. Oh well. One thing I want to do is run hydro assist again, which I'd have to tap the box for. I'm probably going to end up doing that later, but yeah, running cylinder off of this to the frame here, just like I did on the 4Runner, good old beastie. Yeah, these knuckles, steering knuckles, are actually off of beastie, both 1 and 2, and same with the hubs, because they've got the big brake mod done already. So, I'm missing a plug. That's no good. I'm missing both my plugs. Frick. I don't want oil or freaking rain getting in there, so I gotta plug those off. Yeah. Okay, and then after all that's done, after the engine's situated and the trans and everything's all good, I have to build the turbo setup, exhaust, cooling system, do all the wiring, get all the brakes and stuff done. There's so much to do, but I love doing this kind of stuff. Big fan of it. But yeah, this thing rivals Beastie, the 4Runner, Beastie 2.0 for height. Like, I'm 6'2", and this thing is taller than I am. There's level with the roof, so it's got some height on me. And this is before the tires. These are just factory 235, 75/15, so I think that equates to about 28-inch. The ones that I have ordered and will be here are substantially larger than that. So yeah, we're talking like an additional 5 inches of lift. So I'll just let your guys' imaginations run wild with what size tire I ordered. So yeah, still a lot to do, but I'm gonna be plugging away at it. So very excited. One thing I gotta do is print some custom badges. I want the B1600 IDI for Volkswagen. That'd be mint. And then one more thing, I gotta build a custom plate steel bumper for it, because I'm not putting the stock Mazda one back on, that's for damn sure. So I gotta pick up some steel and some cardboard and start mocking up a bumper for it once I get the body situated on, because one thing I don't want to do is build a bumper for it now and then have to modify it because the body's not sitting where it is now. I very highly doubt the body's going to stay where it is. But yeah, it's all part of the game. All part of the game, and I freaking love this game. So anyways guys, that'll do it for today. So thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.